Did you know you can now make Dink via rent with the guest houses since the 1.0 update of Dinkum? I'll show you how to get the rent, when and how it's paid, along with how to increase the rent from the 4 new characters. That's right, we've got 4 new visitors in Forest, I call her Mrs. G, Mason, the trendy one, River, and New Doug. Catch you later, New Doug. We have now 1 new guest house deed available in Dinkum, increasing it from 3 to 4. Each colour of the house deed is associated to one of the new visitors. As presented in order in Fletcher's tent, green is River, purple is Forest, yellow is the tradie New Doug, and red is the trendy Mason. As you may or may not know, when you ring the bell, which is a new deed, it'll locate the NPCs on the map, which is awesome. And fun fact, you can actually hit the bell to trigger the function. Thanks Sem for that one. Just a public service announcement, sometimes you get a false hit of the new villager when they arrive, as I went to where the bell told me to, and for a moment felt like a Pulp Fiction meme. Anyways, how do you rent it out? I hear you asking. Well, it's not immediately clear, but John has a new item on rotation in his store, which is where the customization kit is, and that's only if you've got the full store. Once you buy a rent sign for 50k, you can place it in front of the house. Note, if you place it too far from the house, it'll look like this, with just your island or world name. Sometimes you have to play with it for positioning, but as soon as you do, it'll hit a 45-degree angle and it'll say, thankfully, for rent. Your new visitor associated to that deed colour will arrive the next day, and you don't have to have it furnished to get any money either. Rent is dropped on a new box where the rental sign was and is collected on the Wednesday of every week, but you might notice that the amount collected is variable. I didn't get this much because Mrs. G is loaded and is living in a penthouse, but the cost and amount of the items in the guest house will influence the rent that you get. I finally have a use for all my sets that I've been collecting, and as a collector, I'll sink more time in collecting all and completing these sets. Just like your resident NPCs, you can and probably should complete tasks for your new friends to increase their friendship level. This allows you to hang out, which is in a video I've done in the past. I'll leave it in the top right and in the description, but there's some cool changes to this as well. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already to be alerted of this new video. Another really cool change is that when food is delivered as part of a task, it's now visibly eaten by the visitor, which is so cool. I thought that you had to keep renting it out and get a new sign every 7 days, but I found that they kind of just permanently live on your island, getting yourself some passive income if you deck out the place as well. These visitors will talk to your resident NPCs and strike up a conversation. I did have to laugh when I saw Mrs. G, aka Forest, talking to my in-game girlfriend Clover and later coming at me with an axe. Too funny. Or maybe it wasn't me. Let us know in the comments how much you get for 1 week of rental after watching this. For more Dinkum 1.0 videos, check out the playlist on screen and hope my channel members in AG Nation are all well.